Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to take a look not at a game, but at some toys based on a game. These are 3 action figures based on the 1983 Dungeons and Dragons cartoon, and if you haven't seen that cartoon, give it a look. It'll be well worth your time. I'm excited to see these toys out because when I was a kid, there was a line of D&D action figures, but they never made action figures based on this cartoon. The cartoon had a few of the other action figures, but they never made toys to the cool ones. So now they did, to celebrate the 40-year anniversary of the cartoon. So I'll look at these 3, Diana the Acrobat, Hank the Ranger, and Bobby the Barbarian. So let's see how these figures look. Okay, let's take a look at the packaging. As you can see, they line up to form one image. As of this recording, Eric, Presto, and Sheila characters are not yet available for purchase. There is a Dungeon Master and Avenger set that I will review probably in my next video, but let's take a look at these. I think I'll start with Hank. Hank was the ranger. He had this arrow, a magic bow, where he'd pull and he could shoot laser beams or use it as a light source. He was, to be honest, one of the more boring characters because he was just the generic good guy leader. He was the oldest. If you've seen the cartoon, you know, but if you didn't, it was a show. A bunch of teens and one preteen were on the Dungeons and Dragons ride, which is a roller coaster at the local carnival. It transferred them to the Forgotten Realms world, where a little dungeon master sends them on quests to help save the realm from the evil Venger, who is a big wizard with one horn, and everyone's favorite dragon Tiamat made appearance. Each one was given a special weapon that they would use to help them on their quests. I'm going to try to really preserve these boxes. I think I got everything out of it. Let's see, it comes with... Oh, that's nothing. I thought maybe that'd be a little description of Hank. Here's his bow. We'll open up the weapon first. Comes with a beautiful 8-sided die. Looks like each character will come with a different one, so you can complete a set of dice. Here's his bow. Oh yeah, and as I said, it looks like this when it's not powered up, and then he'll pull an imaginary string, and he'll form an arrow. So he was the ranger. The cartoon did not have any main character with a sword. The rumor was because they didn't want to have too much violence, I guess, but that doesn't really make sense because there are lots of characters with swords. There was Black Star and He-Man and all those guys. Here's Hank. Well, they're flimsy. I want to test something here. It looks like his limbs do not come off, which is good because I have a big problem with a lot of modern toys. Seem like their limbs are built to come apart, which I don't like. Okay, there is Hank. One complaint I have right off the bat, I was hoping these would be the same size as the 80s D&D toys. They're not. They're bigger, so they're not compatible with those. Let's put Hank aside. Okay, now let's take a look at Diana the Acrobat. She was, I think, the same age as Hank. Her weapon was this magic, I don't know if it was a staff, it was a big stick, and it could turn into other things. It would help her jump around, and she could use it as a blunt object to bat away the orcs and reptilians. Try to preserve these boxes, like I said. I like how they're packed as if they're a mystery when they're really not that big of a mystery. We'll start with the weapon with her as well. Here it is. So yes, she'd carry it as a staff, but then it had magic abilities that it could change its shape. So like in this, it changed to some sort of flag thing for some reason. And she comes with a beautiful 20-sided die. And now let's take a look at Diana. Okay, nice. Flexible, really looks just like the characters look. Like, I mean, that's Hank. That's Diana. They look just like they should, which is awesome. We'll give her her magic staff. I'm not really familiar with the acrobat class in D&D, but okay, I don't want to bend them too much. Put her aside. And now finally, Bobby the Barbarian. He was a little kid. He had sort of a little big man attitude on the show. He'd always want to be braver than the other characters. He had a giant club that he could cause earthquakes with, smash through walls. We're having trouble getting him out. If you ever do catch this, oh man, why is he having so much trouble getting out? The other ones didn't have something holding him down. Look at that, and I'm destroying the box now. I didn't want to destroy these boxes. Okay, so Bobby was friends with a little unicorn named Uni. And here's Uni, just beautiful, looks just like Uni. Head moves a bit. I'm so happy these don't come apart. So many of my kids' toys, like the Fortnite toys and stuff, Five Nights at Freddy toys, you move them and they just come apart. We've got a 12-sided die. I like that all the die match. Here's his club, and here's the character. So he had little big man syndrome. He was always trying to be braver than he should because he was a kid. There was one episode which was really dumb. So in the cartoon, they were stranded in the land. They didn't know how to get home. But there was one episode where they had the opportunity to go home, but instead of going home, Bobby ran back for Uni, which was really, really dumb in my opinion. But most of the episodes were awesome. If you only watch one called The Dragon's Graveyard, where Hank, the leader, decides that the only way they're going to get out of here is if they actually kill the main villain. And he sets up a plot for them to kill the villain. And they have a whole nice story arc looking at the moral decisions of killing someone. It was just such a great show. A lot of people got mad. If you remember the Satanic Panic of the 80s, somehow D&D got pulled into that, which is ridiculous, but it was what it was, and these toys are what they are, and that is awesome. I can't wait. The next set coming will be Dungeon Master and Venger. Dungeon Master is their little leader. He's a little Yoda-like guy, and Venger is this giant wizard who kind of controls all the monsters in the Forgotten Realms. And then the 3 more good guy characters are coming. And as far as I know, that's all they're releasing for this line. But I'll keep an eye out for more because I am not a toy collector, but I will collect these. But that will do it for this video. Hope you found it interesting. I'll be back soon with another. So until then, thanks for watching.